So what the heck are epigenetics? So our book, Pottinger's Prophecy, how food resets genes for wellness or illness, it's really all about epigenetics. But what are epigenetics? So one common belief is that we have a genetic destiny, that our grandfather and our father had heart disease, so we're going to have heart disease. Or my mother and my grandmother had breast cancer, so I'm going to have breast cancer. But you know what? It's not true, because if you look at, maybe your father and your grandfather had heart disease, but I'll tell you what I know for sure, your great-great-grandfather and his father didn't have heart disease, because heart disease did not exist for all practical purposes until we started eating processed foods, refined and processed foods. So see, it's not your genetic destiny, because it's not your genes that determine the outcome, it's whether the genes are turned on or off. And that's epigenetics. It's this whole idea that we can change the outcome of our genes. So you don't have to have heart disease, but if you do the same things that your father and your grandfather did, you'll have heart disease, and furthermore, you'll be condemning your children and your grandchildren to have even worse health than you do. But here's the thing, we have the power to change our epigenetics. Our genes are fixed, that's true. But almost everything that manifests about those genes are about epigenetics. And so what can you do about your genes? If you eat a whole food diet, if you reduce your stress, if you get a reasonable amount of exercise, and if you try as much as possible to get the environmental pollutants out of your environment, you can totally change everything. You are the master of your genetic destiny through epigenetics.